Mr. Barry here, everybody, with our higher degree polynomials, and we are talking about end behavior and what we can pull informationally from our higher degree polynomials. Here I have y is equal to 2x to the fifth power plus 7x squared plus 4x. I want to point out things about the degree, the leading coefficient, that will help me understand the end behavior at the end of this problem, pun intended, I suppose. So anyhow, we'll start off with the degree. Degree is the biggest exponent that we see in the polynomial. Here, we want to point out a couple things about it. So it's the number 5. You know, our choices are 5, 2, and 1 for exponents. So we see that our degree here is the number 5. Now, just for practice sake, we understand that means that this polynomial is quintic. It's the word for a polynomial that has the largest exponent, 5. But more so than that, I need to understand that the exponent we have is odd, right? So it's an odd number, 1, 5, 3. I don't know why I didn't skip over, why I skipped over 3. So since it is odd, I need to understand that for my end behavior, what the graph looks like at the front end and the back end from when we would draw it on the paper, is that our ends would be going in opposite directions. All right, which means, you know, our choices here, obviously, they're going to the left and to the right, but one would be going up and one would be going down, and we'll figure that out here in a moment. Secondly, I want to take a look at the leading coefficient. We just figured out the degree was 5. Okay, leading coefficient would be the coefficient for that term. So there's the 5. Leading coefficient is the number 2. So our leading coefficient here is number 2. Now, we like the number 2. That's great that we can figure that out. More importantly to us is whether or not this is positive or negative. So here, it is a positive number. Now, the significance to that is that at the end of the graph, so on the right side of our graph, if we were to be drawing this, or if we're looking at it on Desmos, we anticipate it being going upwards on the right side. So at the end, the finish of the graph, it would be going up towards the right. I don't know if that's backwards on the video here. So we're going to finish up. Now, we understand that because of this degree, that our graph is going in opposite direction. So for finishing upwards, that means that we would be starting with our graph pointing downwards. And sure, we should understand that if we finish up, we're traveling to positive infinity. If we start down, we started going to, we would start the graph looking like it's going towards negative infinity. Those are things that we should understand from this. But again, what we're looking for here in these problems is understanding what the biggest exponent is. Is it even or odd? Leading coefficient, positive or negative, and that should help us over here with our end behavior.